Hello, in this video I'm going to be explaining everything you need to know about creating monitor groups, what they are, and how to create them. Monitor groups can be created by principal level users, and it allows you to track data for groups of students that might be across multiple grade levels or in multiple content areas or multiple teachers' class periods, and track their data as a whole. Now, it's not meant to be a particular ethnicity or special program like SPED or ELL or even an entire teacher's class period, because Aware already allows you to track data for those groups as a whole. So when thinking about creating a monitor group, think about the particular needs of your campus. For example, are you looking to improve the percentage of students that are achieving the MEETS level on your campus in math? Are you trying to track ELL student data for those students who have not been meeting their projected growth on MAP tests? Or even are you trying to evaluate the tutoring program that you have? For any of those things, we can create a monitor group. So, for most of these situations that I listed, you would start by finding the students through their assessment data. So I'm going to go into Quick Views, and then I'm going to drill down to the assessment data that I want to look at. I'm going to switch to the student summary list, and then I'm going to edit to find the students that I'm looking for. So for the purposes of this example, I'm going to be finding students who are economically disadvantaged as well as meeting standards for math. So I'm going to click Edit so that I can apply some filters to find their data. When I'm applying filters, I come to the Columns tab. I want to add a filter to MEETS. I want it to be yes, because I want to only have students that are at MEETS, but approaches and MEETS are special. They require 2 filters. So I'm going to apply a filter to Masters and make that a no, so that it does not show me the Master's students, since those students would also have a yes in the MEETS column. Now, I also said that I want to filter down and only find the economically disadvantaged students. Typically, economically disadvantaged is over here on the Summarize tab. And I can actually bring it over to the Columns tab to actually add a filter. So I'm going to open up the Demographics and find Economic Disadvantage, and then also apply a filter to that. So you can apply multiple filters on this Columns tab in order to find the special population that you're looking for. Once I do that, I'm going to click Update, and I've got my first group of students who took this assessment who are economically disadvantaged and achieved the MEETS status. It's also always good to make sure that you switch to the green where they are now to make sure that you haven't had any new students come on campus who also fit this criteria. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add to Group. Anytime you're on the student list, whether you have applied a filter or not, you can actually go ahead and start adding students that are showing on the screen to a monitor group. I'm going to click Add to Group, and then I'm going to follow the series of setup steps. I have always had the option to create a new group or add to an existing group. We'll do that later once we've actually created the group. So I'm going to leave it at creating a new group. I need to give it a name. Now, because I'm in a demo account that has district-wide access, then I've got the different campuses to choose from. I'm going to leave it at district level, but you would probably just leave it on your specific campus. But for any district level users who are watching, you can actually create a monitor group that grows across multiple campuses. When creating a monitor group, because principal level users across the entire district can see these, at least see the names of these, we want you to be as specific as possible. This will help you find the monitor group that you want, and also keep any other users from getting confused and thinking that that's their monitor group. So start with the campus name. I'm going to do district since I'm not creating a campus specific group. So I'm going to give it the name district, and then if you're doing a particular grade or subject area, you could add that. So like I am doing a math monitor group, and then anything about the topic. So it was Eco-Dis MEETS, and then also it's always very helpful to give it a year, and you can always, remove students next year and add new students that meet your criteria to use these groups multiple years in a row. Once you give the name that you want, you can fill out a description, but you're not required to. Click Next. And then I'm going to select both students by holding the Shift key and clicking Add. Now you may have, depending on the data you get, you may have a long list of students, and so therefore you'd have to scroll all the way down and hold the shift key to bring all of those students over. Once you've got them over here in this section, you can click Next, and then Finish. So that's the basics of creating your first monitor group. Look for other videos about editing or adding more students, and then also how to analyze data by the monitor group.